Plaid is a powerful financial platform that connects your application with thousands of financial institutions and delivers their data to you in an easy-to-process JSON format. But sometimes you don't want that. Sometimes you just want a PDF of a bank statement straight from the horse's mouth. The horse in this case being the bank. Maybe it's because you're matching loan applications with lenders who want to see original bank statements. Or maybe you're working with bookkeepers and accountants who are more comfortable handling PDFs they can read instead of, giant JSON files. Well, for all these situations and more, there's Plaid Statements. Plaid Statements downloads original bank statements directly from the user's bank and delivers them to you. To get started with statements, create a link token like normal and put statements in the products array. Keep in mind that not all banks support statements right now, so if you're looking to use statements alongside another product, put it in the required if supported products array. Next, specify the date range that you would like to get statements for. Most customers like to look at the last 3 months, but you do you. Just keep in mind the more statements you request, the longer the initial latency and the more we're going to charge you. Along those lines, you might not want to grab statements for every account that the user has in this bank. Most lenders, for instance, only care about checking and savings accounts. So either make sure you're using a customized link flow that lets a user pick which accounts to share with you, or create a filter so that you're only connecting with certain types of accounts in the first place. At this point, you'll get back a link token and you can complete the usual link process. Send the token back to your client, which your client will use to open link. Once your user has signed into their bank and granted access to your application, Plaid will go ahead and fetch all the bank statements that you specified. Plaid won't close link until this process is complete, which means you know the product will be ready when you first call it. Once this is done, you'll get back a public token, which you can exchange like usual for an access token. At this point, these statements have been downloaded onto Plaid servers and are ready for you to fetch. You can retrieve a list of them by calling statements list, passing along the access token. And if you are using this alongside other products, put this in a try-catch block so you can handle those banks where statements isn't supported. But assuming statements is supported, this will return a list of all the statements that Plaid has from this institution, broken out by account and then by month. When it comes to determining this value, Plaid associates the month with the date in which the statement was posted. That's almost always the final date of the statement, so this statement here corresponds to month 4. Each statement also contains a unique identifier which you can use to download the statement. To do that, call statements download, passing along your access token and the statement ID. Using Node, you'll probably want to add this optional object to your request to download the data as an array buffer. Binary data is tricky. Then store it in a way that makes the most sense for your application. And so then what happens when a month has passed and you want the most up-to-date information from the bank? You can call statements refresh with the new date range. Plaid will grab any statements whose posted date fits in this range without any additional input from your user. Keep in mind that Plaid will do a full refresh of all statements in this range, so to avoid getting double billed, don't let this overlap with any previous fetches. Since this call does happen asynchronously, you should listen for the statements refresh complete webhook to find out when these new statements are available. Then call statements list. All your user statements, the old ones and the new ones, will be available for you to download like before. And that's it. You have an official bank statement directly from the bank that you can use to help secure loans for your customers, store for compliance purposes, or, just paper your office with. Oh no, wait, don't do that last one. That's probably a privacy violation. This has been Statements in 3 minutes. To find out more about statements, make sure to check out the documentation and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more exciting videos like this one. Happy plaiding!